Fun!
And we are back with totally not another part that's 3 seconds after the last one.
Rear Admiral
Happy! Get the data year!
We weren't told to expect you, sir.
Happy New
I would have prepared a formal
Year.
greeting.
Spare me the
Anyways,
I command the
Rear
63rd
Admiral
Scout
Mikhailovich.
Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit after shakedown. And the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship.
paws, claws, tentacles, whatever.
I
Damn.
serve the Alliance, sir. As a Spectre, I can advance our interests to the Council.
You still know what color your blood is, Shepard?
Yes.
I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
You should be
The Normandy
good
is a
for this
fine
mission.
ship, sir. She's served us well so far.
It's a gimmick, Commander. Useless in a stand-up fight. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy cruiser. But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just bet. Wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Uh-oh.
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Modified Turian style.
Korean design.
They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits of element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it? to
Only
hide
12,000
a few hours
fighters,
anyway?
Fox.
Useless.
We can
That's
deploy
useful.
an enemy system and monitor traffic, or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy can be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed to find and kill the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about...
Well, he's got a point. We can count how many times they're
What do you
going to
talk
the
about your
bathroom.
crew, Commander?
Turians? What
Sorry?
are you thinking, Commander?
Koreans?
You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment.
Between Saren and the
They're
Geth, we have
allies.
enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning. That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
I think the
We need
Normandy is a
build
good ship,
bridges.
sir. Even if you disagree, you have to see that her joint construction and multiracial crew make the Alliance look better.
Your job is to look good, Commander. The Alliance navies is to win wars. I'm not convinced Normandy isn't a waste of taxpayer money, but I am convinced that you believe otherwise, and that you'll use it to its best ability. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
So, fun fact, if you choose the Renegade option at the end of the game and say fuck you to the Council, Rear Admiral Mikhailovich will survive and become a war asset for Mass Effect 3.
Oh, interesting.
New discoveries
Oh, it
and
is
the
right.
He
I'm
will-
not playing this through
colonization effort
Legendary.
have
I don't need to
finally
port
paid off
over
for
my save or
Exogeny.
anything. It'll just automatically
Exogeny.
port, won't it?
I mean, it already automatically ports over to...
Oh, I didn't know that.
Well, there's like a button for import ME2 to
Commander
ME...
Police have
or
been seen in
ME1
Al
to
Jalani,
ME2.
Western
Oh,
Lagoon.
it's this
Will you
chick.
answer a few questions for our viewers?
What do you want
She's
to
a
know?
beach, but yeah.
You've been given a
3
unique
points.
position to represent our race. People want to get a sense of how you'll do that. Humans have been trying to get the respect of the galactic community for 26 years. With that in mind, what are your feelings on being the first human Spectre?
The Spectres represent the best of every species in the galaxy. To be asked to join them is an honor.
Some have said your appointment is the Citadel throwing humans a bone. Have you encountered any situations where the Citadel asked you to place its needs before the needs of Earth?
The Council is concerned with the needs of the whole galactic community. We're part of that community now. Our needs are on their agenda, but we're one of many.
You really do believe that, don't you? You've been given command of an advanced human warship for your missions. Is there anything you'd like to say about it?
Actually, the Normandy was co-developed by human and Turian engineers. Its design incorporates many innovations, all of which are classified, I'm afraid.
So the Turians have knowledge of the Normandy that is being kept secret from the Alliance public? Do you think it was appropriate to hand Earth's most advanced warship over to the Citadel?
I wasn't aware it had been handed over to anyone. I'm in command, and last I checked, I'm human. Same goes for my crew.
Human, yes, but you do work for the Citadel now, Commander. One last question, Commander. Rumors back home say you're tracking a rogue Spectre named Saren. Do you have any comment on that?
Curious what happens if I say
don't.
this. Don't do that.
Don't confirm or deny it. Just,
I'm afraid
I can't
comment
confirm or
on whatever
deny.
my current assignment may or may not be.
Don't worry, we'll find out. The eyes of Earth
Essentially,
are
that
on
just
you.
saves
Don't
face
let us
for
down.
the
Thank
Citadel.
you for your time, Commander Shepard.
Because otherwise you get bitched at by Hackett for, you know, actively mentioning Saren, and the Council aren't happy about it. But, you know, screw the Council, but you might as well try to save some face here. You can just take the fast travel to the markets.
I'm curious if
That's
this
just
guy's
merchant.
shop has changed.
Hello, Commander.
It should have a little bit.
Show me what you've got. I'll open the rare stock for you, Commander. Enjoy.
That's weird. All of a sudden, the stream's a little delayed on my end, but it's not. The quality hasn't gone down, so I don't understand it.
I really want this.
The plums. Oh.
Except,
The
God, the
HWs
price.
are really. The HWs are really, 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 really good. So
And the HMWs.
the HMs. Quacks.
Oh God, these sell for not anything.
You get more loot just doing side quests than you do getting loot, but the loot does help a little. This would be more something to do between episodes,
Valid point.
because this takes a while. Oh shit, did I? You know what I forgot to do again, I
Set
think?
the timer.
I'll just set the 25er, and we'll see how it is at that.
Well, 25er would
I
be
s-
too short, wouldn't it?
Add minutes to it, so let's just set it to like 30. And we'll check then. How about that?
Sure.
Although, yeah, this is probably a better thing to do between episodes,
Valid point.
so we're not wasting the VR's time. Or you can be like me and just not give a shit.
How rude.
I say, as a joke, ladies and gentlemen, I do care
What is
about
this-
your...
What is the Solaris amp?
That's a biotic amp.
Oh.
Honestly, just give him the chameleon. It's probably the best that you have overall. Then you can check, see if you have any better sniper rifles add-ons for him. Or anything. Sniper rifles. Chemical rounds. Combat scanner's worthless. Or the combat sensor, I should say.
I wonder if I can hack that one thing that said I couldn't hack her before.
Might be
because
able to now. Might be able to.
I wasn't.
You should have the high enough
for it.
decryption now.
Oh, I do.
Solarian Special Tactics. Honestly, I still think this is a better hacking minigame than... Oh no.
God, I can't do this one.
Oh. Yeah, this is a rough one. You can just use Omnigel.
Oh wait, I can
Oh.
manually over. No,
What the fuck?
I guess at a high enough level, you get multiple chances.
Maybe. Great. Yeah, this is a fucked one. Holy shit.
God, the fucking hired. I hate the hacking in this game. Like when I
You can
move
just
my mouse,
override for Omnichannel.
when I move my mouse to the right, it inverts the control.
That's weird.
Like if I move it too high up, it inverts it.
Weird. Elena Blake. Oh yeah, that's a...
Hello again. Did you have any luck finding Shorben?
I found out you've been lying
Shorben.
to me, Jalid.
Lying?
Oh
Why
shit.
would I lie to you?
Oh shit.
The data about
Oh shit.
He told you? I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I was afraid Shorben would kill me to get the data, so well, I was hoping you'd take care of him.
I'm scanning the keepers for Shorben, but you two need to stop fighting.
You're helping us? But, well, if you say so. Well, if Shorben can forgive and forget, then so can I. I appreciate the help, Commander. I better go get that data analyzed.
It's weird that sometimes they get 3 and sometimes they only get 2 points.
It's... yeah. Companions don't always... I think it's because companions didn't always get skill points every level up in the original game, so since you're doing the modified 1 to 30 level up scheme, where everything counts as twice as much. Whoa. That was weird. Shepard looked like they were falling for a split second.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know what the hell was going on there. That was weird. Funny, though. Alright, you can just take the fast travel point. Which was the little terminal to the right of the elevator to the docking bay. Kind of annoying they couldn't put a terminal right next to the Normandy, in my opinion. So you had to physically go down the elevator. Markets. And then anything else you want to visit, you can afterwards. The wards. The supermarket.
The supermarket.
That's a reference to Dead Island because they fucked up the spelling on the objective
Welcome
when you go
back.
to the supermarket. So it says the
You bring
supermarket,
supplies for your return to the colonies?
Show me what you've got.
Most excellent.
but it's only on
I'm sure you will
the
find
pop-up
something
of the
pleasing.
objective, I think. If I remember right. Honestly, you're probably just better off saving your money for the Spectre shit. The Spectre shit is really good.
The absurdly expensive Spectre shit.
Oh yeah, so that customer there in the background that's talking to the Turian,
Yeah.
that's a plot line that's going to continue throughout the entire series. In the background.
Oh, the Volus shopper.
No, the guy who's like, he's here at the wards by the staircase. No, there's a human that wants a refund and a Turian won't give it to him. He's behind you now.
This guy. The guy
Yeah,
who's trying to get a
that
refund from
human-
this guy.
Yeah, he's trying to get a refund. Mass Effect 2, so like 2.5 years later, the Turian finally gave up, told him to go to another place on the wards. You missed Conrad, by the way.
Oh,
He's by the stairs.
I needed to speak to Conrad. I didn't even know.
Yeah. That's how you progress his storyline, is every time you finish a major planet, he has a new part of his storyline. And, yeah. In Mass Effect 2, he's told to go to another location on the wards to get his refund. and then it turns out the Turian just sent him somewhere.
I just want to make
I
you
think
men
to
of
like the
craft.
supply warehouse to try and weasel the refund because he's tired of it.
For all of us back home.
And then in Mass Effect 3, he's hounding a Solarian guy in the Presidium
Hey, can I
market
get a picture?
for a
I don't
refund
have
for a
problem with
toaster
it,
oven.
but why?
And Shepard can step in and be like, "Are you keeping this guy from his job?"
Decades from now,
I was like,
humanity's going to remember you.
Are you
Have a picture.
distracting this guy?" And he's like, "Well, it's his job, isn't it?" Actually, I was supposed to be on break like 15 minutes ago to call family. And he's like, "Oh, yeah, I guess this is a bad time for a
I'm gonna
refund."
hang this in my living room.
I've never
My
seen
wife will
someone
love it.
so insistent on refunding a toaster oven.
Wow.
It's what the Solarian guy responds to him with. Alright, that's the last thing you really need to do. You can always do the other side quests at a later date, so if you want to just head back to CSEC and take the elevator, you can.
Citadel
Hold the
feels a
Republic,
lot more
folks.
awkward in this game than it did in ME3. This elevator? Yeah, Docking Bay.
Yeah,
Other news,
that's the one I'm talking about.
ExoGeniCorp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly...
Basically, those elevators are just giving you prompts for missions that you can or don't have, that you couldn't do, you don't have to do, you probably should do before you do the final mission.
Shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Decontamination in progress. Decontamination in progress.
The commanding officer is aboard.
Commanding officer
Exo
is
Presley
ashore.
stands relieved.
Presley is... Oh wait, aboard, yeah, shit. I fucked up this time. I literally closed my eyes and just did the line just because I was thinking of you or Wayne
Message coming in.
for some reason.
Patching it through.
Commander, Miss Al-Jalani's story on you just aired. She shouldn't have ambushed you like that. But you handled
Yes,
it
sir.
pretty well.
We had differences of opinion, sir. I hope she at least believed my sincerity.
You handled yourself pretty well, Commander. She came across like a raving idiot. Just wanted to let you know what the response was back home. I won't keep you any longer. Fifth Fleet out.
Nice. I wonder how that'll affect Mass Effect 2, because I normally say fuck it and call the council out on their bullshit with Saren.
Well, now.
Alright, I would recommend now these non-quest specific areas to explore them.
You
for
were just
stuff.
cutting out mega.
Okay, so as I was saying, I would recommend Noviria and then do Asteroid X-57 and then do Veermeyer, but I also recommend before you do Veermeyer to do every little side thing you want to do. So before you land on the planet, it's time for party member roundup and chat with them all. Because that's how you progress their storylines in this line. And every character has a storyline. Thankfully, most of them you can do without the party member actually there. So you can continue to use Rex and Garrus as an example.
Minus 200 degrees Celsius, holy fuck.
Yeah. These planets are cold.
Meanwhile, this one is... doesn't even tell me, damn. Looks like a molten world, so I'd imagine it's quite... There's
Probably.
There's only one survey in the system, cringe.
Yeah, it's... Let's see what it says for... Oh, you already landed. I was gonna say, let's see what it says for Noviria's temperatures.
Approach control, this is the SSV Normandy requesting...
I know it's cold as shit, so...
Normandy, your arrival was not scheduled. Our defense grid is armed and tracking you. State your business.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted. Normandy.
He just sounds like, fuck this shit.
Identification.
I mean, wouldn't you be if this is technically a gray area?
Yeah.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
Well, no. Official council business. Well, fuck you.
It's time. Time to go do party member roundup.
Oh, cringe. Why can't there just be an actual button where I can just tell my entire party to come? Oh, hey, let's meet up in the comms room.
Let's all have a party in the comms room and chat. Caden should be ready to open up on his quest line.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is trading people to aliens for some kind of lost knowledge. But we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the
That's
Council
good.
should see this coming.
I'd call it human nature, but...
If I got you informed, protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Tell me about
So,
it.
Fox, are you excited for when humanity eventually meets aliens and they don't have any of this cool technology or magic powers bullshit?
Well, now.
We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities.
Can you imagine how depressing it's going to be when they meet up with us and find out we also don't have cool tech or crazy magic powers as their governments have thought?
There's a question about how
The various fictional media and how disappointed the entire galactic community will be.
Before there were human biotics, a little after the discovery of the Martian ruins. It only gets iffy around 63 when Kinetics was running out of first-gen subjects. Until then, they relied on accidentals. A bunch of guys in suits show up at your door after school, and next thing you know, you're out on Jump Zero.
Jump Zero is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Alenko, there's no regulation that says you can't be friends with your commander.
I'm pretty sure there
I
is.
just don't want you to think that I'm a whiner. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
I don't think there's any... Well, I think it depends on which military you're in. But I don't think there's any specific rule against, like, you can't be friends with your commander.
There is in the U.S. military, there technically is with the U.S. military with the no fraternization thing.
I know there's the rule of...
Oh yeah, you can... So the storage lockers to your right. Every, like, major mission, Shepard's locker restocks with some spare shit you can use. To the right. Not in the sleeper pods. There you go.
Ooh,
It just gives you a little bit of gear. That's kind of good.
Oh yeah, I can't edit my team's gear.
You have to go down the elevator for that one. It's Dr. Hacksaw rearranged. In Liara.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Tell me about yourself, Liara.
Me? I am afraid I am not very interested.
So important question here, Fox.
My time on remote
Are you going for the blue, or are you going for the human?
Buried in long-forgotten Prothean ruins.
Sounds
There's only two
and lonely.
There's only two romances in Mass Effect 1.
Sometimes I would run afoul of indigenous life forms or stumble across
Ashley's
So do you want to be?
Ashley was sort of a dick in ME3.
Until the gap.
You want to romance the space races or the
I
blue?
never found myself in any
The
situation
blue.
my biotics could not handle. As for the solitude, well, that is one aspect.
Understandable. Just be careful how you respond to dialogue with Ashley at times.
You don't like
Because you can accidentally trigger a love triangle, and then you have to choose. And if you don't do it right, they both dump you.
Matriarchs guide their followers
And then
into
no
the future.
romance for Shepard.
They seek
Boo-hoo.
the truth of what is yet to come. Maybe that's why I became so
Yep.
interested in the secrets of the past.
I remember as a joke when I was first getting into the idea of modding, I had this dumb idea for a Mass Effect mod that would span the
All
entire
children rebel
series.
against their parents. It's a
Would you like to
natural
hear
part of
this
growing
dumb idea?
What is it?
You share the wisdom
I
of
called
my
it Make a
creation.
Wish.
That is
Shepard
exactly
could
what
revive
Amicia
one
said
person
when I
who
told her
died
of
in
my
the story
decision.
from
But
each
there was more
game
to it than
as
that.
you
I felt drawn
as you
to the
import
past.
over.
The Protheans were those
And my
wondrous,
joke idea was that if you
mysterious figures.
choose
I wanted to know
Jenkins,
everything about them.
you just get a
That's why
fuck ton
I
of
find
military
years
asset for no reason.
You were marked by the beacon
Well,
on
now.
Eden
Just
Prime.
because
You were
Jenkins.
touched by working Prothean technology.
But if you chose like Saren, you'd somehow get like Sovereign on your side too.
No, I
Bullshit.
did not mean to
Well, now.
insinuate. I never meant to offend
Like
you.
this sounds like such a cool idea. I wish I would do it, but I'm not that patient to code that. Especially since Mass Effect is
Calm down,
awful
Liara.
with
I was only
modding
joking.
apparently.
Joking. Oh, by the goddess! How
By
could
the
I
goddess,
be so
how
dense?
could I be so
You must think
dense?
I am a complete and utter fool.
So that you fool.
Now you know why I prefer to spend my time in the field with data disks and computers. I always seem to
Don't
say
worry,
something
Fox.
embarrassing to
Her
other people. Please.
she becomes
just
a
pretend
lot
this
better
conversation
fleshed
never
out as a
happened.
character in Mass Effect 2 and on,
Goodbye, Shepard.
as you probably remember from ME3.
Yeah, I don't think any character in ME1 is fleshed out. All of these seem like they have no
Except
clue
for
what they're
Rex.
talking about.
Are you done cleaning my
I'd say like Rex. Alright, now just take the elevator. Elevator.
I need to take the elevator talk to the other ones, don't I?
Thing coming from Mass Effect 2 and 3. And the cringest.
Even Shepard feels really dry in ME1. It feels like they didn't put
A
any
little
effort
bit.
into writing.
How are you?
Well, this was kind of early. Like,
you want to be a
remember,
CSEC officer?
BioWare was only really known for Knights of the Republic at this point in time. Dragon Age hasn't even come out
Well,
when this game was made, so...
Probably the same as most of
Well, sorry. BioWare did Baldur's Gate and
father had something to do with it too.
Knights of the Republic. And that was like their two big jump titles. And then, you know, Mass Effect.
Big arrest. He's taking my resignation pretty hard.
And then Dragon
That's
Age,
tough.
like 2 years
You'd
later,
think he'd be impressed
drops.
you're going after Sarah.
Because Dragon Age Origins was in 09. This was 07. And then Mass Effect 2,
Thinks I'm being too rash, too impatient.
D8 2, and then ME3, I think is how it worked.
Me out of becoming a Spectre when I was younger for the same reasons.
You were asked to be a Spectre?
Actually, a fun fact about
As a possible Spectre.
Mass Effect and Dragon Age, BioWare loves to hide references to each other in them if you know where to look.
He despises the Spectres. He hates the idea of someone having unlimited power with no accountability.
Like, one of the DLC characters in ME2 has a quest line
I suppose I can understand.
where you can see literally the stone statue of a ogre from Dragon Age.
If you want to nail Saren, you need to send someone who is.
And then she's like, oh, I hope we never... How'd you like to encounter that in a
Because
dark
you can break
alleyway?
rules doesn't mean you should. I don't need to stoop to Saren's level to stop him. And neither do you, Garrus.
Good on you, Shepard. You teach Garrus the rules are good.
Thanks, Commander.
Only some rules.
Commander, you have a minute to talk.
Space racist.
Related, Chief?
What do you want to talk
No,
about?
sir. Well, maybe.
Space racist?
I know things are different aboard the Normandy, but
You shouldn't say that as
I'm
much.
concerned about the aliens.
That might get this video banned by YouTube.
Should they have full access to the ship?
Don't mince words, Chief. What's your concern?
This is the most advanced ship in the Alliance Navy. I don't think we should give them free rein to poke around the vital systems. Engines,
Oh my God.
sensors, weapons.
Honestly, it makes sense once you learn the story of why
You don't trust the Alliance's allies?
she doesn't
I'm not sure
trust
I call the
aliens.
Council races allies. We, humanity, have to learn to rely on ourselves.
Standing up for ourselves doesn't mean standing alone.
I don't think we should turn down allies. I just think we shouldn't bet everything on them staying allies. As noble as the council members seem now, if their backs are against the wall, they'll abandon us.
Well, they've already done it, but not necessarily.
Look, if you're fighting a bear and the only way for you to survive is to sick your dog on it and run, you'll do it. As much as you love your dog, it isn't human. It's not racism,
No,
not really.
I would help my
Members
dog.
of their species will always be more
It's not racism. Not really, Ashley says.
Deeply held beliefs, Williams. What made you think this way?
Listen, a dog is more important than a person. If I had the option to go send a person to go fight a bear, or a dog to go fight a bear, I would tell the person to do it, because dogs are better people.
I mean, like in the grand scheme of things, that human has a better chance of actually beating the bear because we have the intelligence to fight with tools and shit.
Yeah, but also just
like it or not.
I hate humans more than I hate animals. Animals don't deserve any suffering just because a human's a dick.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Turian, I'll ask which cheat. What if it's an open? What if it's an open mouth tongue kiss? Ashley.
Do I just say goodbye here?
Yeah.
We'll talk later, Williams.
So, did you get the dialogue where her family was calling?
No.
We've got
Okay, so there's a really funny dialogue you can get.
It won't be long.
Where her sister calls and is like, talks about Shepard if you're male and Caden, or if you're female, she talks about how Caden's cute, and then you kind of pop in.
Why didn't you tell me this sooner?
I would have if I thought it was important.
I think I'd like to hear about it just the same.
This was a while ago. A bunch of mercs were bragging about a job out near the edges of the Terminus systems. They said it paid well and the boss was never around to ride them. They said he was looking for more men, too. So I checked it out.
I didn't know Saren was openly recruiting mercs.
It wasn't that open, and he only showed his face once. We'd been raiding ships in the area for months when we took out this massive cargo freighter. Our biggest haul yet. I was on board checking bodies for valuables, looking for some extra credits. That's when I saw him.
What did Saren want with the ship?
I don't know what he wanted. He was just moving through the ship, watching. A couple of the mercs called him by name, but he never spoke to them. Never spoke to anyone. I had a really bad feeling about him, so I got the hell out. Didn't even wait to get paid.
What kind of cargo was the freighter carrying? What was Saren after?
I don't know. All I saw on that ship was food and medical supplies. There were some basic weapons, but nothing big. If there was anything of value on that ship, I didn't see it. That's why I didn't mention it sooner.
Whose ship was it?
There was a Volus trading vessel. Big one. Lots of guards. But they were no match for us.
That's the only time you saw him?
Yeah. Didn't even know who he was. Still wouldn't if I hadn't joined up with you. But my instincts were right. Every other merc on that mission turned up dead within a week. Every damn one.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Wait,
I don't know what he was. Yeah?
I didn't get any XP from that. How dare the game scam me.
Yeah, but you got some interesting conversation out of it, at least, right?
Yeah.
And
Hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me, especially your chief engineer. But I just sort of feel out of place. The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
I find it rather peaceful. Don't worry, we'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is missing. Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them. But maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually. But we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I might not have a home to go back to.
I should go.
See you later.
So the reason she mentions it's too quiet is because of the Quarian vessels, because they're old, or a lot of them are old and, you know, like retrofits of retrofits and shit.
Yeah, they have
Silence
very loud
is-
engines.
Yeah, silence is a bad thing on their ships. That means something's wrong. And, man, I feel like it's just kind of the human characters that are dry. I mean, Garrus has a little bit of dryness going on. He already landed, so you can just head out to the elevator. Or head out to the exit. It's a great spot for the exit for the ship, ain't it? Right next
Hey,
to...
Commander, next time we touch down, let's try not to park
Joker.
the ship in a colony of mutant zombies. Just thinking out loud here.
Yeah, he just has a one-off line.
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome if I'm putting my ship in your hands.
Yeah, of course you do. It's an extremely rare condition. Nobody knows exactly what causes it. Genetic, maybe. It's treatable, but there's no cure. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures, hip, thighs, ankles. My bones were already breaking in the womb. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not gonna break a bone trying to fly the ship, are you?
I don't fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I gotta be real careful when I get up to take a piss, though. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
I will say, I really do love that they have Seth Green as the voice of Joker. Because that man knows how to make anything sound funny. You know?
I recognize the name. Why do I recognize the name?
Chris from Family Guy.
Yes,
who runs
that's
Robot
why.
Chicken.
That's why.
And a
I
bunch of other
recognize
stuff.
it. Family Guy, Robot Chicken. I think something to do with American Dad.
Yeah, he's probably like Steve or something. Seth MacFarlane likes to have a lot of the same people on his work. Still feel bad for Klaus Heisler in American Dad. He's like just a fucking running joke at this point.
Yeah.
That's far enough.
We're not here.
And he always kind of was, but
This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
my name is Shepard.
Horse crap, man. We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Noveria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Oh. Instant.
Don't try it.
Stand down. Their house, their rules.
Don't come crying to me when they slice your gut open.
Captain Matsuo, stand down.
Oh.
We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed,
That's a meme.
Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs. Behave yourself.
Why did Carrie Sterling just decide to be a bitch?
Because she's a bitch.
Like, for absolutely no reason. Like, you're not allowed to carry guns. Immediately draws her weapons. Like, doesn't even give us time to put them down.
Yep.
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for
Alright, that should be the end of this
I
episode.
appreciate your help.
You're welcome.
Since this
You
dialogue's done.
understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Pretty heavy
If not,
security.
should be fairly
for such a
close,
small
at least.
port.
The executive board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Saren's aide is here.
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Analeas for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
Commander, it might be wise to bring Dr. T'Soni along. She knows her mother better than any of us.
I presume
You really
that
don't have to.
Okay.
You get a little bit of extra dialogue, but it's really not worth it.
Well, that is the end of this video. I think. Yeah, 41 minutes is good enough. We will be back with another upload, and however long it takes for the video to upload after I do another 40-minute to an hour-long session.
Yeah.
See y'all in the next video.